All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is our exponent properties, the intermediate level. Intermediate level is going to include our negative exponents, and we need to remember our negative exponent rules. So first off, we're going to follow our normal property, which is if we've got our exponent of a -5, we're going to first distribute that to every exponent on the inside of the parentheses. And so we're going to go m, and this will be -6 times -5, and then our base of p, and it will be 2 times -5. And so we'll do the work. So this will be m to the 30 and p to the -10. And remember that we do not like to have a negative exponent. And the way we change a negative exponent to a positive is we move where it's positioned. So right now, if we imagine that there's really a 1 down here, because we can make any number a fraction by putting a 1 on the bottom, we're going to move the p to the -10 down to the bottom because it's negative in the numerator. And so we're going to move it down to the denominator. And so my answer is going to be m to the 30 over p to the 10. And when it moves down, the exponent becomes positive. And so this would be my answer, m to the 30 over p to the 10. We're going to do this similar thing with problem number 2. But now we have a number involved as well. So we have to remember that there's really an exponent of a 1 on that 3. And again, we're going to give this 3 to every exponent inside parentheses. And so we're going to go 3 to the 3rd, because 1 times 3 is 3. We're going to have x, and we're going to go 2 times 3, which is 6. -4 times 3 for the y is a -12. And then on the bottom, we're going to have 9, x to the -3, and y to the 6th. And we do nothing to the bottom because there's not an exponent that we need to deliver to anybody. So right now we're going to simplify this. And so we're going to go 3 to the 3rd power. And remember, this is 3 times 3 times 3. Or you can put it in your calculator. But this is 27 x to the 6th. And we can do a couple things here. We could either look at the things that have positive exponents. So you'll notice that the 3 is a positive exponent on the 3. So we're just going to do 27. 9 has a positive exponent of 1 because there's nothing there. And then we have a positive exponent of 6 on the x, so it stays up top. We have a positive exponent of 6 on the y, so it stays on the bottom. But we have an issue here. We have this issue of a -12 on the y, and so to make that positive, we're going to move it down to the bottom. And we also have that same issue with this x to the -3. So we make it positive by moving it up. When we do that, we also notice that we have a common base. So notice that these two are base x and these two are base y, which means we can do some more work. So as we're looking, we should notice that we can divide. 27 divided by 9 is 3. And then because these are the same base and we're multiplying, that means we can add our exponents. And so we're going to go 6 plus 3, which is 9. And then we don't have a number on the bottom. We've got a y though. And we're going to go 6 plus 12, which is 18. And so my final answer for our example 2 would look like this.